What up guys, this is your mouse behind you, using it, just made up an intro there, but I'll think of a better one in the future. Alright, today I'm going to show you how to make not one but two paint jobs that I think are very good, in my opinion. So yeah, but before I start this video, I just want to say, I'm close to level 300, about 3 or 4 games, and then I'm there. I've spent pretty much half an hour on trying to create an intro for this. I was trying to make like a, go in theater mode and make it look like Pokemon stuff related, and it just got messed up, so I just want to go straight up with a paint job tutorial. Well, 2 paint job tutorials, of course. Alright, so for one, I was trying to make a paint job, I was trying to show it, I can't do that, so I'm just going to straight up show you how I made this paint job. Alright, so this is a Pikachu paint job on the Skull Splitter. Now later I'll tell you why I chose the Skull Splitter instead of any other thing, but alright, so as you can see, what this yellow here, I made the yellow just so it pretty much fits the whole shape of the Skull Splitter. And then I made this black part here so that, okay, so it's when I clicked out of it like that, you see that blue, you see where that is. Basically, you want to make that black bit so that it's just over the corner of the circle there. So it's just over that corner, if you know what I mean. Alright, so then we're gonna use this part. We're gonna make this. I made this pretty big, but it just has to be big enough so that it makes a reasonable curve on Pikachu's ears, because Pikachu's ears, the bottom of Pikachu's ears aren't really straight, so gotta make them a little bit curved with this shape here. And basic eyes, and then there's the cheek. So basically, the same thing I did on the other side. Basically, this is how I got it. I bet for me this looks pretty accurate, but I know it's not exactly accurate, but it looks pretty accurate. And how I did this was I was able to turn my head sideways so that I was looking directly at the Skull Splitter and just try to align it so that it was like the same size. I mean, and yeah, that's the paint job. And on to the next paint job. It's a representation of a face on a shovel, basically. Alright, I'll explain I've got 49 layers here, okay? This doesn't look like it, but it took a while to make this. So basically, all I did was I made this a black square, filled the whole shape of the shovel. Then, alright, so basically what I did here, I made a gradient. I made gradient colors, and so the color one's red and color one's black. Yeah, this red. I'll probably go with like more of a darker red if you're choosing. And I didn't change the gradient size, just 50. Now that I think of it, I could probably push this back here, and just so the red is supposed to act as blood, because you hit people at the top of the shovel and you usually expect blood, so that's supposed to be like blood fading into the shovel. And it's not going to be just straight up. I didn't want it to be straight up bunch of red just on the top there. So I use a bunch of C camo stamps to make it look to distinguish the blood from the shovel more easier. And then okay, I'm just gulping a lot. Okay, now so this part straightforward, just the eyeballs. Okay, now here, this is where it gets really complex. So I had to make this part. I had to make the mouth so that the top part would go from one edge, and then the bottom part, so that the bottom part would actually, okay, I messed up. I had to make sure that the bottom part would be exactly shaped as it is now. I don't know what I just said, but alright. So basically, I started on the outline first of the mouth, and then, so you can see there, I made those two shapes. Then later on, I just used a bunch of triangles, because there'll be a bunch of black spots there I just use a bunch of triangles just to get that done. And alright, and there's the outline there. Alright, black tip here's the nose. So this, yeah, that's basically the. I thought I'd use it as a nose, and I thought this could be the tongue. So made like that, because that's in the mouth, of course. So, and then all these white squares are just teeth. Just teeth, yeah. And that's the face paint job on the shovel. I think this is a pretty good paint job, only because, not because it took so long to make, just because it's how it turned out. I mean, you don't expect to see a face on a shovel. I mean, if you expect to see that, I have no idea what you're thinking, but alright. Yeah, and yeah, basically, that is the end of the video. I made a new ending to this video only because I messed up my words for the last 30 seconds of that part, so I just basically delete that clip and I'm just saying this here. So this is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like and subscribe for more gameplay. Yeah.